Erik Ten Hag, Sir Jim Ratcliffe war comes to an end after they've gone ahead to meet. We are going to let you know what was all about the meeting and what exactly is going ahead to be really revealed to us through Erik Ten Hag's press conference speech and reaction to this, and what our sources from Old Trafford have gone ahead to let us know about the meeting that was held yesterday night, as Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his Ineos squad went ahead to meet the staff of Man United and everyone responsible. Welcome to the United Matters channel. Hope you guys are really doing fine. This is the United Matters channel, and we do 100% Manchester United news. We thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims Barakallahu fikum, and let's obviously kickstart it off in style as we do always. Now today we have a story coming from the Athletic that several Man United staff in attendance on Thursday were similarly left feeling inspired but carrying caution about how Sir Jim would put his plans into practice. It was felt that he and David Bressfeld are applying pressure to perform, but also encouraging people to be part of the change. So the meeting was really good, and it really ended very well. And everything he told the staff of Man United went ahead to excite them, but he applied pressure to perform, and that pressure has to be seen on and off the pitch. That's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe had to say about this. So the staff of Man United were left into wonder on how this guy is obviously going to implement this and how he's going to take United to the Sir Alex Ferguson days. Then Athletic added and said Sir Jim Ratcliffe has told Man United staff that he's not concerned about making money from his investment, and instead solely wants to return the club to winning the biggest trophies. So this is not the very first time you're hearing this, and I remember a story was run, and the people close to Sir Jim Ratcliffe came out and really told us that they're not all after money because they've gone ahead to make more money. You get? He runs a multi-billion company worth 90 billion pounds, and United only makes a profit of 430 plus million pounds a year. So he's not here to see to it that everything really goes on like that, but it keeps on moving to the right direction. So he's at Man United to offer the best to the club of Manchester United and get them going, to see to it that everything goes on as to plan. So for Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he has positive vibes towards the club of Manchester United. But we all know that on his coming in through, Erik Ten Hag was not willing to obviously hand over his veto power to obviously make decisions on who is going to come in through the club of Man United and who is not going to come in through. But Erik Ten Hag was asked about the meeting they held with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, with the staff, and he said it was very positive. We had a long meeting, many hours. We sit together on many issues. We are on the same page. It was very positive. I think on both sides, it was a very constructive meeting. They have good ideas. So the big statement is we are on the same page. That is Erik Ten Hag. And it shows you exactly that all the wrangles that were put up are really over. And Erik Ten Hag met with this guy and they discussed on what they want the club of Manchester United to be. That comes up with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos backing Erik Ten Hag, because Erik Ten Hag was supposed to throw in his defense that why is it that a team that performed very well last season is really trailing this season. And he had lots of things to tell the Ineos side, and one of those are the injuries. That is it. Injuries. Casemiro has just returned. Lisandro Martinez has just returned. Luke Shaw is on his way back. Tabel Malacia is also on his way back. So the manager has told him that wait and see how we are going to perform when our full squad is all back. And trust me, we are going to be untouchable. With Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, Varane, Luke Shaw, etc., Amad Diallo, we are going to be untouchable. This team is really going to be hard to break. I tell you this. And Man United is going to do the needful. And what needful are we going to do is to see to it that all goes on as to plan. I think Ten Hag also told Sir Jim Ratcliffe that the recruiting system is really poor, because he's a man of his word, because he was literally the sporting director of Man United and the negotiator of these deals. You get? So he needs people to help him out, and that's why Sir Jim Ratcliffe comes in with a plan and a solution to what Erik ten Hag is telling him. A CEO like he had at Ajax, that is Edwin van der Sar, a sporting director like Mark Overmars, like he had at Ajax, and a head of recruitment at the club of Man United. So as it stands, it's really okay. The tide has gone ahead to settle, and we are waiting to see where this ship, captained by Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Erik ten Hag, is going to lead the club of Manchester United. And when you're working with a person like Erik ten Hag, he'll tell you what he wants, and even the board will tell him what he wants. So that means they sat for long hours and they discussed about Manchester United. After discussing about Manchester United, they all came up and they came to a compromise on the same page, and they have a lot to really show up for the club of Manchester United. And the photos were really taken, and I would love to show you exactly how these two really went ahead to obviously meet and really shake hands in harmonize to see to it that everything really goes on as planned. And it's really good to see to it that they are keeping this man around. And trust me, Erik ten Hag is the right man for the job. That is it. Right man for the job. He has the right attitude, right mentality, a manager that will see Man United not spend a lot of money, because it's all about us recruiting players young enough, and then he has the capability of turning them as good players. Because when you look at this group of players, Kobe Menu, Kambuala, Hannibal, Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Rasmus Højlund, Kobe Menu, they are going to come in through, and there will be senior players in the next 3-4 years to come. Now, if we recruit more players at the age of 15 right now that are really talented, they'll easily make their way into the team of Man United, because they'll be having the right man to really take them into the first team of Manchester United. So that is the photo of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. You see him here. He's the new 25% minority stakeholder in Man United. This is Erik ten Hag, and this is Dave Brassfold. You know, he's the head of the sports department at Ineos, and they're really having a very huge facility to see to it that they really manage it very well. So that is Erik ten Hag and Jim Ratcliffe. So they went ahead to shake hands, and they are all smiles, putting into confirmation what they told us, that these two are on the same page. And I knew a compromise would be reached, and these two are really on the same page, and it's really good for the club of Manchester United. And this comes up through when you're going to play against Wigan. I think it's gonna be on Monday. Manchester United up against Wigan, and Erik ten Hag has a mantle to obviously go ahead and really win this game, and he's gonna go ahead and field his team. I think later I'll come up with a match preview of United versus Wigan Athletic that's going to be played on Monday. Then 6 days later, we'll be playing at Old Trafford against Tottenham Hotspur as the Premier League returns. So, it is really very important to note that Manchester United has a lot of games to play. Tottenham Hotspur, Wolves, West Ham, Aston Villa, Luton Town, Fulham. So, with this squad back and the motivation coming in through from the new owner, that is Sir Jim Ratcliffe, it really gives us hope that after this guy met the players, they're obviously going to really raise up to the occasion and really get to know what this is all about. And Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to put in his defense, and it has been much appreciated by Sir Jim Ratcliffe at Old Trafford. So wait and see how that pans out. Now your thoughts on Ten Hag and Sir Jim Ratcliffe on the same page are welcome in the comment section below. And what do you make about the promises that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has gone ahead to make to the staff of Man United, and how everything is going to pan out at that side of Ineos and Manchester United. Erik ten Hag, what do you make about him? He has told us that they've gone ahead to hold positive talks with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and they are all on the same page, meaning that the war that escalated has come to has come to the end. And I can tell you the storm is over and the ship is really being driven to the right direction. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye-bye.